Love and basketball is trash.
It's what? It's garbage, basura. And let me tell you why. First of all,
I'm Bryce.
Hey, what's up? I'm Karmyn.
What up, y'all? I'm Ruba. I gotta make sure the lamp is off the pants.
And I'm Maura.
On this episode today, we are going to be talking about all things throwbacks. We're talking about nostalgia and some things that you probably do want to forget.
Okay, so we were in school, but now we going on a ride home from school. We playing the music. Your mom's in the front. You can't touch the aux yet. We didn't even have an aux yet. And the R&B is on. Boys to Men, the new edition, all of it. Okay, Diddy had some things to say about it.
R&B is dead as of right now. The R&B that I made my babies to, R&B gotta be judged to a certain thing. It's a feeling, no doggy. It's a feeling.
We not making babies to the same thing. Times are different. It's still R&B. I think the thing is about vulnerability, it's honesty. Now we got more hoes. We got new shit. I think the lyrical content is different. It may not be as eloquent, but it's still about relationships, and that's what R&B is about. So I think that we have new players in the game, but R&B is very much alive and well. We have the Lucky Days, we have the Ari Links, we have the Hers, the Sirs. It's just on and on and on.
You're right. So
to say that is really dismissive to all of the people contributing to the space right now.
I agree. I totally agree with you and Diddy.
And Diddy.
From a commercial standpoint, R&B is dead. Case in point, the Grammys doesn't even televise Best R&B Song at the Grammys. If that's not a telltale sign that R&B music is dead commercially, I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what is. One of my favorite singers of all time, JoJo, she won Best R&B Song in 2020 with PJ Morton.
Yeah.
And guess what? I didn't see it. I didn't even know it was a thing until she posted it on Instagram. That's sad. But I definitely want the elements of classic R&B to come back. I want guys to be ripping and running, singing in the rain. I want all that. Think about Case, think about Genuine, think about Joe.
YouTube.
These guys,
they're there. YouTube
no,
videos.
but
people ain't in church no more. People can't sing for real. That's really the truth.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's where R&B went. When we left the church, R&B left with it there. Fine.
Artists now feel like that they have to cater to such a pop audience that they start transitioning their music from R&B to R&B pop. So I don't think necessarily that R&B's dead. I think it's just different, because when you have R&B artists like Daniel Caesars, the Hers, Mahalias, all of these people doing collabs with a lot of pop artists over and over and over, you notice the difference in their music after those collabs. And I was actually just talking about this with a few friends, that I feel like it's difficult to do R&B and be the #1 artist in the world right now when it wasn't like that like 2 decades ago. So I feel like people feel like they have to cater into more of a pop audience and not tell these long stories that they used to, and it's just like short form. Like I feel like everything's just short form right now, and you can't give that vulnerability of an R&B record in 1 minute 50 seconds.
Bryce, I love you, but
Justice for Shea Butter Baby. Justice for Shea Butter Baby. Y'all ain't gonna do Ari like that. You just not gonna do it.
I'm just saying,
you can't do all that.
it's valid, but...
Next topic.
From just what Diddy was saying, it felt like a tantrum. So he's just upset that he's not leading the pack.
But what were we watching? That is the question. One of these shows gotta go. Which one is it gonna be?
The game gotta go.
The game gotta go.
Now,
I wanna win it
okay, I really have actual reasons for the game has to go. So, okay, we had the Motions, we had the Sisters, we had the Parkers. All of those are a little, even 101, a little more relatable to that time in my life. I'm not a football player's girlfriend, wife, I'm not a wag. I am, and I also, actually, I don't even care if I miss the game. Actual game, I don't care. Now,
You had my heart up until this moment.
the game is there for you?
The game was just everything. First and foremost, it put me on. I knew nothing about sports, but when I watched the game, it made me feel like I had a general grasp of the art. It really did.
How many yards do you run on the field?
24.
Wrong answer.
I just pulled that right out of my ass, but guess what? You got to deliver it with conviction.
Come on, Google this shit.
Thank you to Melanie Davis.
Melanie helped you with that. Melanie, why you know y'all?
24.
Melanie is med school. You don't even know the show.
It don't even matter.
Okay.
Don't even matter.
Okay.
Anyway,
Melanie, what's your show?
If I had to eliminate one show out of this lovely batch, Tracy Ellis Ross, I love you. I've loved you since. Hold. I have loved you since Lyricist Lounge. Only the real ones know. However, this show did not grab me. And for me to have a very successful show, you need two key components. It's music and a moment, or shall I say, several moments that will grab you by the balls. Case in point, Moesha, music. Round and round, and around and round, and around and round we go. Okay. Great moment. Her, Moesha, and Q back and forth. That was everything. Sister. My favorite musical moment.
We had a lot.
Was with Brian McKnight when he was the professor. Tia had the fantasy half and half. Theme song. Through this journey of discovery. Yes. I'm finding you, you're finding me. I rest my case. Any more questions?
Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. You ain't. Okay. Valid point. Game could go.
I mean, now let's move on to Black cinema. Like sometimes people call it the hood classics, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But there's one I cannot stand, and I'm have to say it because this is my sister's favorite movie. I know y'all gonna get mad. Love and Basketball is trash.
Is what?
It's garbage, basura. And let me tell you why. First of all, Q, terrible person. Whole movie. I didn't see one redeeming quality. He made her get on his bike at 8 years old. He was a kid. That's that. Yep. And then as he got older, it didn't get no better. And first of all, this woman's work is not a love song. It's about a mama who is tired. And this woman is just losing her essence.
You got me crying
She
right
with
now.
you. And at the
I wanted to lose my virginity in that song. I ain't gonna hold nobody.
Everybody had that moment where you're like, and it's like about a mama who is just, she's,
you paying too much attention to the lyrics.
No, I'm not. I can't get with you.
It was a vibe.
He wanna be with her until the night before his wedding when his NBA career had failed. She was playing overseas. He didn't even let her win the game. Talking about double or nothing.
That's real.
He still dunked her.
You see how we started the episode? I said there's stuff that we just want to forget. Let's forget that. Let's forget that. Just leave it good. Leave it good. That's why you don't rewatch movies. That's why you don't rewatch old fucking movies.
That's what these love movies are about. Those baby please moments. That's what I'm building my life on. I haven't had it yet. That's why I'm single. I'm waiting for somebody to spin the block like that.
I'm sorry, but I gotta say this, y'all. Why was he still sleeping in his childhood bedroom 2 weeks before?
We're done.
Hold on. Listen,
So looking through like the lens at like how things used to be, I know we were talking about reading into like old movies and stuff like that, rewatching them from a different perspective now that we're older. Do we feel like that our aunties and mama's generation back in the day were more free explicitly than we are now? I saw this meme and it made me think about it. It said elders. Back in my day, we had sophistication in class. Elders back in the day.
Ass out.
Just ass out. Just everywhere.
I just had this conversation with this older woman, and I said, yo, the luxury of your life. The luxury. You can go and swing from chandeliers and no one would know anything about it.
I think
That's
it's just
it.
like
That's the
our
only
generation, like social media just runs so much of everyone's life that people feel like they have to share everything, and I think it's too much now because we don't get the shock factor as much when we have those moments. Even just like years ago with music videos, like think about like a Nicki Minaj, like Anaconda moment, about like how crazy that was, and I feel like things like that now we just see like every single day because everyone's just talking about their lives a bit too much.
Cause you know back in the day they had us wearing slips. Did you ever have to wear a slip more?
And stockings and shit.
The pantyhose, the knee highs, all of that different stuff. And it's just, I mean, the aunties hate when we go outside braless.
Baby,
they are
sick, repulsed.
incensed. They can't stand seeing you just swinging from tree to tree.
I ain't gonna hold you. Me too. I like my titties up. I like them lifted. I do believe in. I actually do believe in a slip.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna hold you. You just need some foundation under some shit. You need some foundation under some shit sometimes.
Ruba, this is for you. I want to ask you, do you think that we're more sexually fluid now though?
Who knows?
So we just don't know.
So many of our aunties, uncles, mamas, daddies, they are taking that stuff to the grave. Do you hear me? Now with us, we're just kind of like, yo, if I like you, then let's do it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So like, that's just how I look at it. And at the end of the day, look at us.
Let's say I bring children with me to a water park, but I want to wear my thong bikini. Some of the other moms are offended. Even approach me. And it's just like, I really don't appreciate what you're wearing. I don't think it's appropriate for a water park.
Right.
And they're like, they're kids. They just want to splash and be in floaties and, you know, go down the water slide. And you're just like, well, so is that the same thing that we should be able to really express ourselves wherever? Or is there time and place? Because it's
I'm for you. Rain boots and a thong. Y'all don't know that song? That's
Oh,
all
you
you
can
can
have
have
on.
on. Rain boots. I think that's an appropriate space to have it. Them kids. But some people's grandmas and shit, I be like, nah, I don't know that.
the topic of conversation.
Hey.
I live for a good song. All right, if y'all keep on wildin', guess what? We gonna be here to make it make sense. Great times. Ooh, but to be honest, I have a thong.
Wait.
No, listen, I have a great collection of thongs.
Not a great
I don't know, I
I wanna
really do.
disappear.
Like this is my thong era, but I don't
I'm
think
in my granny panty era. I ain't gonna.